Good morning, students. Welcome to GM Dunda Primary Schools. I hope all you are safe at your home and using all the precautions to stay safe from the COVID 19. Use hand sanitizer regularly, wear your mask, wash your hands regularly, maintain social distancing. So, let us study about the chapter. Chapter 4, The Ashes That Made the Tree Blooms. It is from Standard 7th. The story is basically about the two couples. One is kind couple, another one is cruel couple. The story is written by William Griffiths. He is an American lecturer. So let us study about the chapter. In the good old days of demons, there lived an old couple who only had a pet, a little dog. Having no children, they loved it as though it were a baby. So that wasn't a lonely couple, so adopted the dog. The old dame made it a cuisine of a blue crab. You can see in the first picture a cuisine for a dog, and at a mealtime Muko. So the name of the dog is Muko. For the dead, it was its name. Would sit on it as a snug as a bug in a rug. The kind couple fed the pet with the tidbits of fish from their own chopstick. So from here you can see how lovely, how loyal they are to the dog and how much love they do have for the dog, and all the boiled rice they wanted. Thus they treated Muko the dumb creatures, loved it, protected it like a being with a soul. So they loved the dog very much. Now the old man, being a rich farmer, went to work for Delhi with the horse and shepherds into the fields, working hard from very early morning until Otendo Sama, as the sun called. So Otendo Sama is basically a Japanese language, had gone down behind the hills. Every day dog followed him for a walk and kept nearby, never once harming the white herons that walked in the footsteps of the old man to pick up the worms. For the old fellow was kind to everything that had life, and often turned up a short a purpose to give food to scare bird. So from here we can see how lovely, how kind the old man is to the every creature who is living. Like herons means birds and small creatures, and even when he is going to pick up the worms from the field. One day the dog came running to him. The dog one day he came to running to the old man, putting his paws against his straw leggings and motioning his head to some spots behind. The dog, usually you have seen the dog, if they wants to take to some of the location they want to take you, so they will show the direction through their heads. The old man first thought his pet was playing and did not mind it, but the dog kept on weaving and running to and fro for some minutes. So the dog wanted, it was his request, so the the dog was not playing, so he kept it going, running to and fro. So finally the farmer thought there is something wrong, or there is something interesting to be seen. So then the old man followed the dog a few yards to a place where the animal began a living scratching. So basically, every dog scratches ground when they want to dig something. Thinking it only a buried bone or a bit of a fish, the old man stuck his iron sword into the earth when lo, this is incredible. So the old man thought how much the dog will scratch. So he took out the sword and shoe, and he dig the earth. So what he says, that is incredible. A pile of golden gleamed before him. So a pile of gold gleamed before him. He saw some of the few coins over there of the gold. So you can see in the picture, in an hour the old couple were rich. So they basically turned the whole scenario in the chapter. The whole farmer has become now the rich. The good soul bought a piece of land, made a feast to their friends, and gave plentiful to their poor neighbors. As for the doggy, they petted him. So the old man was so kind. He first of all purchased a land. It's basically the things like when you get some money, you think to first invest somewhere, and the other thing is to give feast. Feast means the party to your friends. So the same was done by the farmer. the old man, the kind old man, you can precisely say that. Till then, till they nearly smoothed him with kindness. Now, in the same village, there lived a wicked old couple. So here is the second couple comes in the picture, the cruel couple which we had talked before, who had always kicked and scolded all the dog whenever any passed their house. So the cruel couples, what they did, they always beat, they always yell at the dog they pass from their house. So basically, I had told you that they are the cruel couples. Hearing of their neighbor good luck, they convexed the dog into their garden and set before him bits of fish and other dainties, hoping he would find treasure for them. So now the old couple saw the kind old man lucks, how they got the gold from the dog. So now their mind also washed, and they also thought that if I treat the dog well, he would find me some treasure. So they called the dog into the garden and treated him like they and gave them a fish and other things the dog liked. But the dog, being afraid of the cruel pair, would neither eat nor move. But natural, when there is something like when someone has treated you like some cruel person has treated you very bad, so obviously you are not going to go to their house nor to eat or nor to do something. Is that correct? Then the couple dragged him outdoor, taking a shepherd and horse along. No sooner had Muko got near the pine tree than he began to paw and scratch the ground, as if my treasure lay underground. The greedy old man danced with joy. Quick, wife, hand me the shepherd and horse. So now they dragged means forcefully they took the dog to the field, and the dog started scratching again near the pine tree. So the cruel old couple were greedy. Hope you got this from the before photo. They are now greedy for the treasure as they never got it from the dog. So finally they thought the dog is scratching the ground, so there must be a treasure over there. So he told his wife to be quick and gave him a spade and horse. Furious, the wicked fool kicked and beat the Muko. Sorry, wait a minute. Then the courteous old fellow with the shepherd and the old crones with the horse began to dig, but there was nothing but a dead kitten, the smell of which made them drop their tools and shut their nose. So here, after digging the ground, they found a old kitten or a died kitten which was smelling like a bad. So it's obvious the cruel couple became the angry, the furious, the wicked fool couple, and beat the Muko to the death. So now the angry couples is going to be very bad over here, and the old dame finished the work by nearly chopping off his head with the sharp horse. So now the Muko did not get them a treasure, so they were very angry and they beaten Muko till the Muko was dead. The couple then flung him into the hole and heaped the earth over his carcass. So after the death of the dog, what did the couple do? They digged the dog into the earth and thrown their carcass over there. Carcass means the dead body of the dog. The owner of the dog heard the death of his pet, and mourning is like crying very loud for him, as if he had been his own child, went at night under the pine tree. So the kind man now comes to know about the death of his pet. So basically, when someone is near you and if that person or pet is dead, you will obviously feel very sad over there. He set up some of the bamboo tubes into the ground, such as are used before tombs, in which he puts fishes, camellia flowers. Then he laid up the cup of water and tray of foods on the graves, and burned several costly sticks of the incense. He mourned a great while over his pet, calling him many dear names, as if he were alive. So basically, a normal person would do something like this only. When someone of the near to heart is dead, he would do everything to call him back, or if is likely alive, which did he also fire. He also burnt a candle over there. He kept foods, etc. The night the spirit of the dogs appears to him in a dream. Cut down the pine tree which is over my grave, make from it a mortar for your rice pastry and a mills for your bean sauce. So the dogs comes to his dream and tells to cut down the sticks from my pine tree, cut down the pine tree from my grave and make a mortar or rice paste or a mortar and a mill for a pastry, rice pastry and a bean sauce. Sorry. So the old man chopped down the tree and cut out of the middle of the trunk and section out 2 feet long. So the old man, without any question, did what the dog tell. With the great labor, partly by fire, partly by chisel, he scraped out the hollow place as big as a small bowl. He made a long handle hammer of a wood such as it is used for pounding rice. So he made what the dog tell. When a newer time was near, he wished to make some rice pastry. When the rice was all boiled, Granny put it into the mortar. The old man lifted his hammer to pound the mass into dough, and the blows fell heavily and fast till the pastry was all ready for baking. When the old man took the hand mill and filled it with the beans, began to grind, the gold dropped like a rain. So the basically they started making rice pastry. They started making everything from the things that were made from the pine tree. And what they see, that after they put the beans in the hand mill, the gold dropped like a rain. Dear Lord, gold is dropping like a rain. The whole mass just turned into a heap of gold coins. The mass that was ready from the rice was seen, it was like a gold coin. So the neighbor, you can see there is the lady watching from the window. The envious neighbor peeped at the window when the boiled beans were being grounded. So the lady saw everything the old couple was doing and how it turned to the gold. In a few minutes, the tub under the mill was full of shiny mass of gold, and the old couple was rich again. So basically, here you can see that everything that they were making, everything they were making, they were making rice pastry and sauce, that all turned into the gold due to the things which were made from a pine tree. The next day, the sticky and wicked neighbor came and borrowed the mortar and a magic mill. So you have seen the lady was seeing from the window. So they also thought by doing so they will also get rich. So they borrowed from them a mortar and a magic mill. They filled one with a boiled rice and another with the beans. Then the old man began pounded and woman grind. But at the first blow and turned the pastry but unfortunately the magic did not happen with the cruel person. It turned into pastries and sauces and turned into the foul mass of the worm, still now angry at this. So again the cruel found that there is no magic in that, and so being angry they chopped the mill into pieces and used as a firewood. So being getting angry due to not the magic did not happen, so they turned everything into pieces and used as a firewood. Hope you know what is the firewood. Firewood is the woods that are used to light the fire and make us warm in a winter. Now long after that the good old man dreamed again, and the spirit of dog spoke to him. The wicked people burned the mill made from the pine tree, take the ashes of the mill, sprinkle them on the withered tree, and they will bloom again. withered tree, so they will bloom again. So here the dog again tells that take the ashes of the, so in before picture that they were using as a firewood, and there will be ashes of the burnt wood. So the dog tells to bring that ashes to them. The old man walked up and went at once to the wicked neighbor houses. Wicked neighbor is the cruel couple. Where he found the miserable old pair sitting at the edge of their squat fireplace in the middle of the floor, smoking and speaking. So they were enjoying the fire. The cruel couple was enjoying the fire. For the time to time, they warmed their hand and feet with the blaze from some of the bits of the old mill, while behind them a lay of pile of broken pieces. The good old man humbly asked for the ashes. So the old man, the kind old man, precisely told them to humbly ask for the ashes of the burnt wood. Though the couple turned out their nose at me and scolded me as if I were a thief, I am glad they let me fill my basket with the ashes. First of all, the couple was cruel, so they were not ready to give the ashes, but at last they allowed to take them the kind farmer the ashes of the burnt wood. On coming home, the old man took his wife into the garden. It felt winter. Their favorite cherry tree was bare. Bare means it was dried up due to something or other condition. He sprinkled a pinch of ashes on it, and lo, it sprouted blossom until it becomes a cloud, a pink bloom with a perfume the air. So the ashes, as the dog told, to sprinkle on the tree. So the cherry tree was very dried, and they sprinkled the ashes over there, and what they saw, the tree bloomed with a perfume in the air. The news of this filled the village, and everyone ran out to see the wonder. So the kind couple, basically this news, this is a magic, and this won't be hidden. So every villagers comes to know about this story, and they all began to gathering up their remaining ashes at the mill, kept them, and to make the tree winter tree withered tree blossom. So I have heard that my lord the Dions is to pass along the high road. So Dimio is basically the rich people over of the that time, and they were given very respect. When they were coming from the road, they would give them a respect by going down on the knees and joining hands. The kind old man set out to see him. Taking his basket of hairs, as the train approached, he climbed up into an old withered cherry tree. They stood by the wayside. Now, in the day of the Demion, it was a custom that all people along the road would fall upon their hand and knee and remain prostrate until the procession passed by, as not to commit the impressed. Just a second. For looking down on his lordships. Okay, so basically I told about you that how the landlords are treated at that times by fall upon their hands and knees. Get down on your race, get down on your race. The landlord yelled at the kind old man that come down and get on your knees. The train drew near, and everyone knelt down with the processions was passing. While procession was passing, so every villager kneeled down while procession. Suddenly, the leader of the van caught sight of the aged man up to the tree. He was bowed. He was about to call out him in an angered tone, but seeing he was such an old fellow, he pretended not to notice him and passed away. So every bigger man won't get to tell everyone that you do this, etc. So he thought this is old man, and he thought that it doesn't matter if he does not kneel down. So he pretended that he has not noticed him, and he was going to pass away by him. So when the Demions means I had told you before, the landlord, were passing by, the old man, taking a pinch of ash from the basket, scattered it over the tree. So what he did, that he had a ashes and sprinkled over the tree. In a moment, it bursted into bloom. So basically, you know the magic, how the ashes work. It the blooms the tree everywhere. Come here, kind old. So the delighted demons ordered the train to stop, then got out to see the wonder. So everyone likes to see the magic. So the landlord saw the magic and stopped the people's train. Train means the followers, and to see the wonder. Come here, old man. Thank you. There are presents of a present of silk robes, sponges, cake, fans, and other rewards for you. I also invite you to make my castle. So the landlord gave him everything in a gift like silk, cake, fans, etc., and also invited him to make his castle. Castle means his kingdom. So the old man went gleefully home to share his joy with his dear old wife. When the greedy neighbor heard about this, he took some of the magic ash and went out on the highway. Instead of kneeling down like a crowd, I will climb the tree, the withered cherry tree, and wait here until the demon's train comes. When the demon's self was almost directly under him, he threw the handful of ash over the tree, which did not change a particle. Instead, the wind flew the fine dust in the nose and the eyes of the demon and his wife, means landlord and his wife, such as sneezing and coughing. It spoiled all the pomp and dignity of the procession. So basically, the magic did again not happen with the cruel person. So the man whose business it was to cry, get down on your knees, seized the old fool, but the caller dragged him from the tree and tumbled him and his ashes basket into the ditch by the road. Then, beating him soundly, he left him for the death. Thus the wicked old man died in the mud, but the kind friend of the dog dwelled in the peace and plenty, and both he and his wife lived to a green old age. So here the conclusion of the chapter. After the misbehavior of the cruel person, by throwing ashes on the landowner and everything, they have beaten and dragged them on the road, dragged the old man on the road and left behind to die in the mud. And finally, the old cruel person died in the mud. So, and the kind people who were the old farmer and his wife lived peacefully till the green old age. Green old age means till the very good age. So basically this chapter tells about you should not be cruel to anyone. Be kind and be loyal. So that would help you in life, not to be greedy and not to be cruel. So thank you. Please go through the description. You have detailed link over there. You can study over there also. Thank you.